Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Julianne Wecke, and today I would love to welcome our interview guest, Yoka. Welcome, Yoka.
Hi, Julianne.
Now, for those of you who are not familiar with her work, Yoka is a fashion designer for her own line, Yoka Limited Editions. You and I were talking, Yoka, a little bit earlier about your newest way to help women kind of add some self-expression through wearable art. So, what is it that you're doing?
So what I'm doing is basically this is just an example of my very own jacket
Oh,
to give you an idea. Um, it all started with me wanting to do something to the denim jacket that I owned. I own a few and I love denim jackets. Rule number one, never wear denim jacket with a pair of denim jeans. It just doesn't work. But
interesting.
that's just a tip on the way. Unless your contrast is very like a dark jacket and a light jean, or a light, or the other way around.
Okay.
But basically, what happened is I had my denim jacket and I absolutely adored this one, and I just wanted something different. Wanted something just that I loved, and I didn't even look in stores because I know there's nothing there that's going to express what I really want on my own jacket. So I was very, very lucky to be able to find some incredible little pieces, and this is what I do. I go to vintage shops.
Ooh,
Antique shops in particular are great places to find things. And for example, my love for Italy is always going to be there. I lived in Italy most of my life, and my heart has always remained in Milan. And basically, I took the patch of Italia, which I found in Cambria, and then at a house. In fact, that's another thing I do. I go to the house, the estate sales. In America, they're called
wow.
estate sales. And this little piece is a lemon, and it's made up of little beads, as you can see.
Oh,
And what I absolutely adore, I've got to tell you, is I love the actual history because it came in a little pair, and these were made in Italy for a boutique in New York. And looking at the packaging, I'm thinking around about 1940s.
wow.
So this is a really special little piece, and it just worked so well. And then I'm a lover of hearts, so I did a little French knot embroidered heart over there. And with my invisible thread, I sewed a silver chain around here and added a little trinket. So this is very, very me. I mean, everybody has their own style, their own loving, and their own likes of things. And I'm sure you might not want a lemon on your jacket, but that worked for me. And then the sleeve, we have an embroidery, an applique, which I sewed on. And then I added all my own handwork on it, which it's
Oh my
basically
gosh.
called the Japanese art of stitching. And it's something that's taken off in the last period of time. It's called visible mending.
Hmm.
So, for example, if you have a hole in your pants or your jacket or your anywhere, you visibly mend it. I'm going to
Uh-huh.
give you another example of that.
Okay.
Visible mending is called sashiko, otherwise
Mm.
called boro. I don't do the perfection of it. I've adapted it for my own style. But basically, what it is you can see there was a tear in the jacket, the
Mm-hmm.
frayed area, and I backed it up with a piece of fabric to stabilize it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did hand stitching over, which became a feature of this jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did the hand embroidery down the sleeve. In fact, this is my very first jacket I did for sale.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Santa Barbara for a period of time, and I was just inspired by everything that there was there, the sea life, the beaches, and just the incredible weather, obviously, in Santa Barbara.
Uh-huh.
So this is what I got. I got this beautiful piece of linen with a print on it, and I started adding the sequins and all the little hand beads. So everything is hand stitched on this garment.
Mm-hmm.
And then another bit of the visible mending is this. So this collar was frayed and damaged just like this side. And then what I did is on a sewing machine, I just stitched over and over and over and made a little pattern out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became a feature of the actual jacket. That is another piece that's been frayed and damaged.
Mm-hmm.
And I put the cotton netting over it. And then I found this beautiful piece of vintage sequin tape, which I absolutely adore. I think it just
Mm-hmm.
adds so much character to the jacket. So we have hues of blues happening over here, and just with a little touch of orange. to give it a little bit of zest.
Mm-hmm.
My signature is adding a red buttonhole to
Oh, I love it.
to all my ladies' jackets.
Uh-huh.
And then I sign it. Where is this one signature? There we go. I embroider my name as a label.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah. And then the back neck label is a patch of leather, piece of leather that I cut out, and I put my woven label over that.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
that was my Santa Barbara jacket. But I have to show you more. This is my second jacket. Oh no, wait, we haven't finished the first jacket. Let me show you the first jacket.
Now that's your jacket, right?
The Santa Barbara is for sale.
No, but this, yeah,
jacket,
the one with the rose appliques.
Yes, I'm going to put it on. It's sweltering hot here in Monterey, so forgive me if I don't keep it on.
Okay.
But just to show you the actual look as such, and I have the Sacred Heart, and then on the back, I have my wings.
Oh.
And I'll show you another picture of the wings. I will take this off and show it to you. I just love the wings, and they are so eye-catching.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
In fact, this is the first jacket I've made, as I said, and I've just been stopped so many times by people in the street. Just, wow, love your jacket. And, I mean, it's incredible. It's the amount of, and they really do love it. You know, it's not like I'm not in a place that I'm actually selling it, that I feel obliged to tell me that's amazing. Just people in the street saying, I absolutely love it, and your expression.
I love that.
And that is just very me. It's all or nothing. And she is very, very much yeah. So let me move on. So the next jacket, which is also mine, is my love for Frida Kahlo. I've been very happy to actually notice that Frida Kahlo's been getting a lot of exposure in America of late. And yeah, she deserves. She was a unique and incredible woman. A feminist, but besides that, she was the very first female artist, Mexican female artist, to actually do incredible things in Europe and put Mexico on the actual recognition of the art world in the world. And she went through a lot of trauma and hurt in her life. She was paralyzed for a period of time, and that's when she started her art. So that's all of Frida, but basically that was my inspiration for that jacket. And then I just buy incredible pieces of fabric that I love and put them together. My love for paisley has come through, my Frida once again, my bees, love my bees. And then this comes from a vintage necklace. When they made vintage necklaces, behind this, it's actually been sewn onto felt, and then it sits flat against your chest. And you can also wear it over a jersey as such, and it just gives you a nice color. So that was my piece, and I put it on there. And then I've got my little bee, my little 3D beaded bee. And of course, my love for angels. As you can see, I've got Gabriel up top here on the wall. But that's also a bit of my Italian influence coming in. So that is basically the jackets that I've made for myself. And I've got all the other jackets. Do you want me to go through them with you quickly? Just to show
sure.
you?
I'm liking. If I were at your house right now, I'd be definitely looking through this.
I know. I was actually thinking that would have been a good idea to have you right here.
Now these are adult jackets. These are ladies' jackets that you're showing us right now. Yeah.
I have had a few men asking for jackets as well, even the cut off sleeve. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to go into, and I'll probably use for them, not the Harley Davidson motorbikes, but I would definitely be using probably more like the Beatles or rock band, whatever they want, because remember, my jackets, and this one I'm going to show you at the same time, is the beauty of the jacket is that I make it to order. I customize it. So Julianne, if you come to me and you say, you know what, I went to Venice last year and I absolutely adored it, I don't want to forget the experience, then this is your jacket. We've got Venice in the front, and we've got the little camera tourism over here. And then I incorporated with other things that got nothing to do. One has got nothing to do with the other, but they just live together really, really well. So these are the cherry blossoms, and you can see with the hand stitching that I've done on that.
Wow.
And Yeah, sorry, I was going to show you the cuff of the other one. And then, like, for example, I bring the paisley back over here,
Mm-hmm.
and then La vita è bella, which in Italian means life is beautiful.
Uh-huh.
And, and that I've done in an ombre embroidered thread.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's beautiful just to send a message and put the message down your sleeve. I've
Mm-hmm.
done that on a couple of mine, and I've had a friend of mine requested one for her Hawaiian party, and it was so incredible because she had this Hawaiian proverb written down. Well, I sewed it down,
Uh-huh.
and it was just absolutely gorgeous.
Oh my
And then she
gosh.
had hibiscus flowers and everything else. It was very, very Hawaiian. And this is another jacket with the wings. Probably get a better picture of what it looks like.
Yeah, those wings are pretty stunning.
The wings are stunning, and the beauty of the jackets are that you can have as little or as much as you want on them,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever color you want. If your favorite is red, or pink, or shades of green, for example, like this little jacket I've made.
Mm-hmm.
This is a combination of, there's some satin in the background over here. Then I took this piece from a massive piece of fabric that
Mm-hmm.
had a whole lot of little picturesque shots on it. And then we've got the butterflies. And for the girl who loves her cocktail, we have a little
Mm-hmm.
sequence cocktail. And this is basically what this is what
Oh.
this is what we look like.
Oh, okay.
This is an old one. And so what I do is I have a special fabric glue, which I glue it into place in the area. And then I do my hand stitching all around it to secure
Mm.
it. And you can see the different colors of the thread.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is my lily head jacket. You can see the embroidery at the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, right here in the front.
All this handwork is just amazing.
There's a lot of handwork. There are many hours. Basically, each jacket I put between 20 and 24 hours work into it.
Yeah, you can tell. It's amazing.
And
Yeah.
it's all done in steps as well, because what happens is I get the inspiration, and then once I've got the inspiration, this was all one big print. I
Uh-huh.
cut the print up into 3 different pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And then my inspiration, I then found the dragonfly, which I absolutely adore. And
Uh-huh.
dragonflies are so symbolic to so many people. I've just heard
Mm-hmm.
so many people. I also make the other art, just very quickly. I do this from repurposing of jewelry.
Oh.
And I have made so many dragonflies for people,
Uh-huh.
in all the various colors. And it's, I don't know, dragonflies just obviously seem to hold a certain symbolism to so many different people for so many different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love lobsters, as you just saw my lobster over there. I don't know what it is. It's just like lobster looks cool. And so
Uh-huh.
the lobster has to go on. And then I put a little touch of 60s happening, a little bit of a hippie flower
Uh-huh.
and some tabs. I've got this jacket on my Instagram account as well,
Mm-hmm.
which is YLE under or Denim, which is Yoka Limited Editions.
Mm-hmm.
That's the denim range that I do. And there, once again, you can see all the hand stitching I do on my jackets.
Mm-hmm.
This is the very last one I've just finished, and
Ooh.
I adore her. She's different. She's going to appeal to a completely different client altogether. And you've got the cuffs, which are kind of dressy, and I could just see these are the pair of black pants with just actually a beautiful flary black pants at this moment, with a little crop jacket and a tiny little top underneath it. And I found this incredible silk scarf with retro on it. And so I put that on, and then my love for bees has come through again. And this came from a skirt that I bought from, we were in Cambria recently and popped into this incredible shop called Encore. Kimberly owns it, and she had this skirt sitting behind her cash register. I was like, oh my God, I love the fabric. Let me see. She said, you know what? It's yours. And so this is just really, really beautiful. I mean, you can see it. The 2 ladies are sitting there. They could be anywhere in the world, just having their cup of coffee. And then the back I made it into a wintry jacket. See my little
Mm-hmm.
lobster pop up
Mm-hmm.
again.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually a velvet, a very, very fine pile of velvet, which is just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
There you can see all the hand stitching I do.
That's amazing.
There's a lot,
Yeah.
but I do love it. Let me show you on the inside what we have, and you can see there's a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of
Mm-hmm.
work that goes into each one of these.
Mm-hmm.
But it's my passion, and I can just keep on doing forever and ever.
I love that. I love that you really help people express themselves through it's like you're wearing a piece of art. I love that.
Yes, and the beauty of it is, Julianne, that it's whatever you want on it,
Mm-hmm.
and so you will love your jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, you're going to love your jacket because it's exactly what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working with clients, and what I've done is I've actually come to their home, and they've had their own jacket in one case, and other cases they've bought their own jackets.
Mm-hmm.
And then I come up with all my little pieces, which are my different embroideries. I have my little bees in a bag, and I have my little cherry blossoms in a bag,
Mm-hmm.
and then I come up with all the different pieces, and we basically sit there and work it together.
Mm-hmm.
And the client comes up with something that they love, they're proud to wear, and no one else has the same jacket.
No, I was
Because
going to say it's a one of a kind.
the uniqueness of that is
Yeah.
just, I think it's so, so special, especially in today where we have such a lot of commercialized fashion. And, to be able to be unique and stand out, and you can stand out, as I said before, you can stand out as much or as little as you want to.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want to stand out, we can always put the tango dancers on.
That's great.
And this is a vintage piece, and I picked up as well in Santa Barbara. And
Mm-hmm.
just incredible. If you're a dancer and you really appreciate something like this, I know that this would be very, very special to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you could have that on your sleeve, or you
Mm-hmm.
could have it on your back, and I would decorate the entire area around it.
Yeah.
What I've also done is, you probably didn't notice on the way through, is I've actually popped some brooches.
Oh.
Brooches are big at the moment, and people always they seem to associate brooches with old people, or the Queen, maybe even.
Yeah.
But to me, I found this in Trifari brooch, which is just incredible, and just put it in the right jacket in the right positioning, and it will look completely different. And then for the kids, I even have a little kitty cat brooch.
That's great.
But let me show you the coffee retro jacket, because you probably missed the brooch on that piece.
Oh,
That
yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and that, even if you're not a brooch person, I think that could probably work.
Yeah, that's great. I love how every one of these looks like they kind of have a different style or different feel.
Yes.
To them. I know you said we'd been talking about these customizing custom jackets you do for clients, but you have some that are ready to wear. Is that right?
Yes, all the jackets I've just shown you, and I have 7 of at the moment. I have 7 jackets to sell. Yes.
Okay, and you have not just adult women sizes, but you said something about younger girls.
I do.
Okay.
Hold on one moment. Let me grab my younger girls. So on the younger girls, I've made up 3 samples, and the first one I made, I had in mind a ballerina. That's the first thing that came to mind. I went to a little shop in Carmel Valley, and it was just so beautiful. I'm not a dancer and I'm not a ballerina, but just looking at the merchandise they had, and the little ballerina girls that were in there trying on their little slippers, and I thought, you girls need a little denim jacket to put over the tutu of yours.
That's right.
And so I embroidered dance down the sleeve.
Oh, that's nice.
Put it straight into the dance area, and we got a little zigzag happening over here, and
that's amazing. My daughter would have loved that when she was.
In fact,
well, she would probably love it now.
No, there you go. She probably did not grow the little ballerina part of her. And then we've got little glitter happening as well. And then I brought my cherry blossom in here, the dragonfly, and the girls get a little pink buttonhole.
Oh, I
The
like
ladies,
that. That's
the ladies
great.
get the red one. And you can see I just add a little touch of color. And
Uh-huh.
then on the back, she's got cupcakes
Oh,
galore.
that's
And
great.
she's original. She's an original little ballerina.
I love that. That's beautiful. I
And
love
then,
that you're making them for the the girls too, you know.
and you know what, the girls, they do get wear and tear out of these jackets
Hmm.
because I mean, I know that when my little boy, when I've got him a denim jacket, I made sure it was big and I rolled the sleeves up and he had to grow into it and grow out of it. So he
Uh-huh.
got quite a few years out of it. And then what I've done, I found quite a few patches that have got very positive messages on it,
Hmm.
like positive energy. And I can't even think of what they are now, but I found some beautiful ones, which I think is so important for
Hmm.
everybody,
Yeah.
especially for them, to have little positive notes. And
Hmm.
that could be her positive energy jacket, her dance jacket. Oh, don't forget the cupcake, and the cupcake on the sleeve to go with the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I love the
then
idea of doing a custom jacket for a young girl. Yeah.
And what I have seen a lot of the custom jackets for little girls is they by machine, they've got the kid's name on the back. So it'll say Gracie or something. And then Gracie always knows that's her jacket.
Hmm.
So no one can take her jacket because it's very,
That's
very
right.
identifiable. It's got her
Yeah.
name all over it, right?
Yeah, there you
And
go.
I would be happy to do that as well. Another, as you bring up custom made, what I've seen, there's been a complete craze happening as well on the denim is for weddings. So for
Oh.
the bridesmaids and the bride will have something like Mrs. Jones on the back.
Hmm.
Or, and what I would do, I would take it a step further because I don't necessarily want to have my name, Mrs. Whatever, on the back of my jacket,
Hmm.
walking down the street. So what I would love to do is maybe even add the wings because the wings are beautiful. Just have
Hmm.
your wings, and then you could probably have like looking like it's a tattoo. That's the idea of it.
Hmm.
But to have, you can have your name in here, but in a way that nobody else could really read it. But
Hmm.
you know that it's special,
Hmm.
and you could have a date underneath it, which written in a certain way, backwards or
Hmm.
in another code, but something that's symbolic to you. So you
Yeah.
know that Jones has got her own little tattoo of her wedding date,
Yeah.
or you know anything else that would be wonderful for a wedding denim jacket would be anything that you put on it would be in the colors of what her wedding would be.
Hmm.
It could be a pink wedding, it could be a moss green and gold and cream wedding, or it
Hmm.
might be Sue's wedding. So I think that would also be really nice to do, as opposed to having a denim jacket that's only for the bridesmaids or the bride, which they're literally going to wear on their little party night beforehand,
Hmm.
and on the day in the evening when they have the beautiful little gowns or
Hmm. Hmm.
being chill on the shoulders and they pop their little jacket on. So
Hmm.
I'm definitely going to be hitting that market. And another little girl's jacket. This one with a lot of stitching on the back,
That's
bring,
beautiful.
bringing out
I
the
like
rain.
the rays coming out of the arched
Yes,
rainbow.
they're really pretty. And this is definitely for the unicorn lover.
Uh-huh.
She has a
Well, now who
unicorn.
doesn't love unicorns?
No, exactly, right? And we have another unicorn over here just in case.
Just in case.
And then we have our 3D flowers,
Uh-huh.
and we have all the little glitter and the ice cream. And then I put some detail on the cuff as well to add some color for the little girl. Another thing is, while we're on the subject of, I'm sure the moms are looking at and thinking, oh my hat, how am I going to wash this thing? Well, I'm going to show you how to wash your jacket. Ladies or children, you basically take your jacket and you turn it inside out
Uh-huh.
and you button it up. Okay, I'm having difficulty with this one right now, but basically you button the little one up and you put your little sleeves flat inside
Uh-huh.
on both sides and you fold it over
Mm-hmm.
like that, and you can pop these little sleeves in if they have sequins and goodies like that on it. You take this little jacket like this, you slip it into one of those washing bags,
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that your washing bag is as close to size as possible so that it doesn't go all over the show. Pop it in the washing machine on
Mm-hmm.
cold, and that's it. And
Wow.
everything I've got on my jacket, they've all been tested. So the glitter won't come off, the little 3D flowers won't melt away. And all you're going to do afterwards when you take it out the washing machine, because right here, our washing machines, when we take our garments out, they're not dripping wet.
Right.
They're actually pretty semi-dry. So what I would do, and what I do with my denim jacket, is I just put it straight onto a hanger and hang it up.
And you like air dry? Yeah.
It could be on the back patio, somewhere like that. But that's what I do. And so all of these are completely washable with all.
That's amazing. I could swear there. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I want to bring that to a dry cleaners, because you never know how good a care they're going to take of it, you know. But it's really good to know.
What's interesting that you say that, Julianne, because I went to our local dry cleaners who are amazing, and I took my jackets there and I said, listen, would you do it? And they said, no, don't do that. Don't do that at all. And in fact, that's where I got the tip. And she actually showed me. She said, what you do is you turn it like this, do this, and pop it in. Yeah. So that was brilliant.
Okay.
I love it even more. The fact that you don't have to dry clean it.
Yeah.
That extra expense. You can do it at home. And then my last little girl's jacket is all the silver sequins and the silver glitter over here and the purple sequins. And this little baby she goes up.
Yeah.
And she changes her color.
So those are great.
All purple, why not, right? And we have a unicorn.
And we also have matching
unicorn. And I've added a little bit of girly lace to the sleeves. And of course, a cupcake with a lot of hand stitching around it. And then my little zigzag. And she got the purple. I've got a little boy. I'm a big boy. But what I found with little girls is the little girls that absolutely love pink, and the little girls don't. And if they don't like pink, they either like blue or purple. Yeah. So I couldn't put a pink buttonhole on a purple jacket because this wouldn't go well. And then I have my 3D flowers, also machine washable, with little gems in the middle, just to give it. And this one's got little French knots.
Oh my gosh.
In there. I put a lot of detail, and just in case we didn't have enough unicorns, we have one on the sleeve. I put a lot of detail in my sewing and my hand stitching because I enjoy it. I absolutely love it. And, you know, without the hand stitching, it would just be like a regular jacket you could buy anywhere. But that extra bit of love and care from me makes it special. And makes it unique for you. Yeah. Now, I thought I wouldn't have enough to talk about, right? You
I know, I was thinking about that. You were thinking, oh gosh, what if we run out of things?
So let me show you another thing I'm doing is I'm doing jeans as well.
Okay.
So here we go. We have a pair of jeans, and this is what I've put together. But obviously, everyone can put whatever they want together. So you've got your hand stitching on your pocket. You've got the little love symbol. We have our model with the butterflies and all the stitching there. I love this detail. There's a silk scarf as well that I found, which I absolutely, I love the print and the colors together. And then I put a beaded chain of beads and the flowers there. And then you have it going all the way up there. And
oh my gosh.
This reminds you of the drive-in.
It does, like an old,
drive-ins,
an old diner situation too, or something. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
Now, with jeans, would you say it's more important because you want the right fit for them to use a pair of jeans that they already have?
Preferably a pair of jeans that you already have. Although I have a lot of jeans. I have bought quite a few pairs of jeans. And this one was a tester because, as you know, the jeans of today have all got a bit of spandex in it. So they all got their stretch happening. So it was very important. I also made some for myself so that I could wear it and see, you know, just how much stretch every pair of jean has. Because otherwise you're going to get a very big floppy a piece of fabric happening. Or when you wear it, your one leg's going to be tighter than the other. So all of that's been taken into consideration. A lot of trial and error happening.
Yeah.
And I think I read a very beautiful saying recently of when you buy from an artist, you're buying not only their work of art, you're buying years of pain and passion and trial and error, and buying a little part of that person's heart, of your artist's heart, every time you buy in from an artist. And I consider myself an artist, so
of course
you're getting a little part of me in every one of your pieces.
Oh yeah, well that's really come through, and I love that just showing us the jackets and the jeans, and I saw the sustainable art as well. You held up your lobster from repurposed jewelry. All of that you can just see it. It comes right through. And I'm
Mm.
dying to see these in person as well. So hopefully we
Oh,
can
you
do
will.
that. So I will. I have no doubt. Well, that's great. Well, I know our audience wants to see more, but I'm going to go ahead and put your contact information, your Instagram page, and your email, just in case they want to contact you in some way. And I will put that in our show notes when I, post this recording. But of course, if you're hearing me, you will already know that. Anyway, I want to thank our guest, Yoka, and of Yoka Limited Editions. And that's pretty much it for now. I want to thank her for being here. And until next time, this is your host, Julianne Wetke, and we will see you later.